Okay, YouTube, now it's time for the final conclusion I have with the Beacham family at 30. This is part 3 of the Cell Yu-Gi-Oh! Series I have on YouTube. Now, 29 will not be included in this video, because 29 was a hack, and the legendary video that supposedly went viral in the beginning of my channel in 2020 was Justin the Fallen that had the anime .hack. Out to Andre, this is the third video. One thing you have to know, preparation for 30 at 29 was the new version of B, P. Diddy, and Master P with the girls, Aolani and Nikki and all of them with Penguin Drum. This didn't work for a while, so let's get into the video. This year started off with Super Saiyan 3 and Blackfire, a new addition to my personal series, skateboarding. I do a lot of skateboarding. At 30, I had a lot of punk rock tricks, Lily, and I was on the edge of my seat. I was with, James and Courtney. I never felt so defeated with such talented people by my side. It really got so worse to the point where we started listening to heavy metal. Forget about bringing her places to symbol, Lily, a girl that imitates basically all Naruto. I still didn't get her at 30, so it was really bad. Let me tell you, Lily, the trials and tribulations I have with this year and Uncle Tommy at 30 is infuriating because I could have had Brickhouse Band at 29. But this year breaks mirages. First off, it was the first year that we watched the rest of Ugly Betty, and just let me remind you that all my YouTube series I have with Uncle Tommy literally start off with like this. You got a lot of time and you spend a lot of this YouTube tubity-doo. I'm contemplating which sweater I should take to the Demon Slayer movie tomorrow. This year was really hectic because I got the full message of Chris, but not my guardian angel. What happened, what pretty much was established was I still have my kingdom at 30, but I didn't have my own shit. Do I dare watch the Life and Times of Jubilee at 30? Contemplating because I had Perfect Monroe at 29. Guess what happened at 30? More excessive, more sunny. A revelation happened. I had, certain plans, really, some tic-tac-toe, elements that outdid my mom, but not right away, like, Free, the swimming anime, and I couldn't connect it to the actual pool that I go to for a while. Even though I did look up Michael Phelps and did, some counter research on Tiger Woods. Truth about 30, Lily's everything was working. Me doing what I was doing at my age was tragic. The reason why I came to this conclusion was also because I was ahead of the world. I had the most dopamine before I left with the two girls from that 70s show. After being the best team in basketball, I came to a big conclusion. Part of the delivery for this video was I'm currently with the Beacham family working at Big 5 Sporting Goods. I don't believe the validation at Funimation. This was supposed to be a countdown, by the way. I had some tricks, turns here and there. Literally, I recorded some gameplay of Kazik Dachihiro. What really tore me apart, literally, wasn't just, the skateboarding having me, having certain accidents happen, being corrected by a bop and weave at 30. But the fact that shit like Windbreaker was epic foreshadowing fights in my manga, like Tito vs. Kaimaru, they literally had a hip-hop fighting tournament. It was on the street with different teams that looked just like Kazik Dachihiro. It pissed me off, but it made 30 undeniable. I was watching Free, that, and Windbreaker, literally, and sometimes what happened in the beginning of the year was I decided to still use the Academy for a little bit, but I recognize that Academy is bad, because it gives you an excuse not to go to school. What happened was I played my final card, which was the Wings Club, watching it for actual elaborate modeling value. With the combination of Tenro Chins, it started off with 2 animes. In the beginning, I'm 30 years old. With my homies of the Temptations, we sat back all together and watched Wings Club, and it was phenomenal. I never saw something so beautiful and entertaining. First off, Jordan's out of commission, and it has a really good theme song. The characters were really nice, and then Lily, there was this one character named Stellar, reminded me how good I am as a Temptation, that I started getting dopamine equivalent to 27. That's how the year started off. That, literally, Streets on Fire, Lupe Fiasco, and Drop It Give Me 50. It was so out there, it was so amazing. Couldn't calculate on top of skateboarding, on top of Lily making jokes with James, but Lily, as soon as the fun is over, I'm exposed to reality, so everything is at once. Hit loose Super Beaver, no car at 30. Odds of the world that the world will stay still for autism. Not overcome it or outgrow it. The fact that I was above leaked through, but the fact that nothing happened leaked through even more. It got down to the point, Lily, where I got a couple of notifications. On top of that, I could be in even deeper trouble. That's what happened, Lily. I got one piece of validation and self-consistency like I told him for the 1,000th time. And all of a sudden, there's a new show on Primo TV called Chaotic. This is what happened to me at family when I got labeled a predator. Jordan was there, Sharon was there, and everybody was looking at me. It was horrible. It felt just like those days. Let me give you a hint, a token for 30. In order for 30 to work, in order for you to have dopamine, you have to go back to those days. You have to have those bitch chops like Jay and Yugi. Rappers that you did, full female nature. Contrary to what you believe, you being all those people determined is a scheme to them. It's a scheme to white people. I'm sorry, unfortunately. Because lately we want to get to, the real deal, why we can't activate something the right way. Get our high school reaction out of you instead of being mature, recognize that he's above the whole fucking world. It's horrible. I was the strongest Vin Diesel, still doing point after point in junior high. As chaotic got, better, literally my life literally got better or worse at the same time. Didn't deal with being dirty, literally, but now I learned to accept it. And the worst thing happened. In fact, I learned literally in order to meet my anime, literally, it was for me when I was younger, literally, I was 100% right, literally, that's how you enhance some scenes. Yeah, about you being edgy at 30. The real artificial life form was here, ever since Jasmine. Now, fuck, give a little bit of hi puffy, I'm you, Mr. Pudgery shit. Made 30 so definite was literally, I had something going on, and so, also this game for this video, the reason why we had to take Cartoon Network down was, it was connected to my case. It gives you perspective. Then I saw Ben 10 literally on the network at the same time. I'm like, man, you are not making the pussy wet. And the whole thing with Grossology and my son Lily is really, really out there. Then guess what? Recently, Chaotic changed the graphics. I was so mad. As I do all these things about politics daily, I recognize that it's a part of life. I also did this thing with Vivi from One Piece, with the same build that Android 17 that I was talking about for a while. But yeah, that's just a quick summary for 30.